Why would you bring the camera? Why would you bring it down? Just keep playing it. Jump the gun. We got all day. 8 more minutes till first pitch.
Oh, good. You changed the camera for me.
Yes.
Yes, it's not.
Well, I wasn't sure why you left, and then I was like, I hope it's not because that camera's broken.
No.
And then I went and looked, and it was just on that little
Yeah,
green.
And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Lady Canes Field, Peach Belt Conference doubleheader action part. First day, 2 games of our 3-game weekend set. We're going to introduce the starting lineups for both teams and hang with us as a pulling a little double duty here on PA as well. So you'll hear our greeting to the audience. And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Lady Canes Field for this afternoon's Peach Belt Conference doubleheader, featuring the visiting Cougars from Columbus State University and your Georgia Southwestern State University Lady Hurricanes. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to the starters for both schools. First, let's run down the batting order for the visiting Cougars from Columbus State. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 1, Caitlin Kennedy. Batting second, designated player, number 18, Hannah Rose Corbin. Batting third will be the catcher, number 2, Paige Vincent. In the cleanup spot for the Cougars' first baseman is number 24, Kenzie Baer. Batting fifth at shortstop is number 5, Madeline Parker. Batting sixth will be the second baseman, number 10, Morgan Elston. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 22, Laura Harris. Batting eighth will be the left fielder, number 11, Lindsay Patton. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 16, Caitlin Cooper. Starting pitcher for Columbus State here in game number 1 is number 19, Haley Folds. Head coach of the visiting Cougars is Brad Huskisson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for your GSW Lady Hurricanes. Leading off the left fielder, number 1, JC Johns. Batting second, shortstop, number 7, Lacey Rutledge. Batting third and playing second base, number 19, Zoe Willis. In the cleanup spot is the third baseman, number 0, Caitlin Wood. Batting fifth, your center fielders, number 32, Haley Pinnett. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 13, Izzy Marcotte. Batting seventh is the catcher, number 28, Morgan Mullen. Batting eighth will be your designated player, number 25, Ashlyn Rogers. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 22, Kimmy Singer. inside the circle for GSW here in game number 1, number 2, Hannah Holloway. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would ask that you please rise, face the flag in center field, and join both schools here this afternoon as we honor America through the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have friends or family that couldn't make the trip to Americus for our early Friday afternoon start, no worries, let them know they can follow the action wherever they may be. We are currently streaming live on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. PBCSportsNetwork.com, you can find us. Never miss any of the action if the Hurricanes are home or on the road. If it's a conference game, it's going to be on the PBC Sports Network. Live stats and streaming video. Live stats are also available. You can find the link on our website at gswcanes.com. gswcanes.com. One more time, gswcanes.com. Head to the scheduled portion of the website. If you're on a mobile device, there'll be a calendar in the top right corner. Click on it. It's got all of today's action. Click on the live stats link. There will be a different link for Game 1 and Game 2 here this afternoon when it comes to live stats. All those links should be available as well on the Columbus State softball schedule page. Also, be sure to get yourself a copy of today's game program. They are free and full of information on both schools. You can follow the action on the diamond. Get one today right at the window, concession stand window behind home plate. Leading off will be the center fielder, number 1, Caitlin Kennedy. Just hit the clear button. I got it. We're good. That's fine. Okay. We're good. And off we go. So once again, we welcome you. Thanks for tuning in here this afternoon on a beautiful day in Americus, Georgia. Sun is shining. Nothing but clear blue skies as we settle in for today's Peach Belt Conference doubleheader. The first 2 of 3 games that'll be played here between the Cougars and the Hurricanes, and quite a bit on the line this late season tilt. When you look at both teams, and hopefully you had a chance to see the pregame stats comparison between both teams, we'll flash it up again so that you can see how these two teams stack up coming in. Both teams are 9-6 in Peach Belt Conference play. Top half of the division, trying to stay up there in the top half. And a couple wins one way or the other could make a difference when it comes to postseason seeding between these two schools. Georgia Southwestern, hopefully you heard us announce it, but your starting pitcher today is Hannah Holloway, number 2 for the Lady Hurricanes. We'll give you her stats as well as a little bit of information on the leadoff batter here. To Caitlin Wood over at third, on to first, and there is one away for the Cougars as we get things started here from Americus. I'll be pulling the PA duties as well, so you'll hear me announce our batters for the crowds in attendance throughout the afternoon. Batting second for Columbus State, designated player number 18, Hannah Rose Corbin. Dangerous hitter up for the Cougars here in Hannah Rose Corbin. Hannah Holloway, GSW starting pitcher, got the ground out on the first at bat. Now squaring off against Corbin. Inside edge for a strike. Hannah Rose Corbin comes in, leading the Cougars with a .373 batting average. Gets the outside edge on that call, and it's now advantage Holloway with a 1-2 count. Holloway gets the call from the dugout, checks the wristband, and will bring it home with the 1-2 pitch outside and high for a ball to even the count. Corbin has, like I mentioned, .373 batting average, 38 hits on the season, 17 have been for extra bases. She has 10 doubles, which leads the team, and 7 home runs, also second in that category. Fouled off to the back screen. Count remains even at 2-2. 7 home runs for Corbin. Team leader is Morgan Elston. She'll be up shortly, batting 6th in the lineup here for the Cougars in Game 1. 7 home runs for Corbin, 32 runs driven in, also second on the team behind Elston. Corbin knows how to get on first base, 44 walks this season. 44 walks. The next closest on the team is at 19. 44 walks and only 12 strikeouts. An impressive on-base percentage of .562. Counts run full. Holloway delivers out low. And 1-out walk to Corbin. Batting third will be the catcher number 2, Paige Vincent. I'll look at Corbin over at first. Vincent comes in, .271 batting average. Puts her 5th on the team in that particular category. 32 hits, only 2 have been for extra bases. She has 2 home runs on the season, 14 runs driven in. And suddenly Holloway's struggled as she's nibbling at the zone, has missed a couple in a row here now. And falls behind, going to get a good look here. Will Vincent on a 2-0 offering. Good pitch right on the inside edge from Holloway. Jammed her tight on that one and will get a 2-1 offering here in just a moment. Holloway is making her 26th appearance of the spring. Hurricanes are in, this is game number 43 of the 2022 campaign. That one hit into right field. Singer's got it. Played well as that line drive hung up enough for Singer to move on over and make the catch. There's 2 away. Batting fourth, first baseman number 24, Kenzie Baer. Two away for Baer. Baer, a .284 batting average, ranks her fourth on the team as she hits fourth here today. .284 batting average, 29 hits on the season, 11 have been for extra bases. She has 8 doubles and 3 home runs, driven in 24, which would put her third on the team in that category. (17 walks to 16 strikeouts for Baer. Good pitch right there. Holloway has found a spot here in the early going. I'm sure the Columbus State batters will adjust, but she's hitting that spot on the inside edge here in the early going. I think maybe one has been swung at, but a lot of called strikes so far on that pitch. So now out in front, 1-2. Try to close it out. Just off the plate. GSW folks wanting to call there. Not going to get it. Just a little bit outside. And we'll see what Holloway can do here as these two battle it out. 2-2 pitch. A little bit low. Still going inside, but a little bit tight. Moving the ball around the plate here in the early going. Is Holloway. Not going to get her at first. That's going to allow the runner. Corbin was going all the way. She'll head over to third. So a base hit to right field puts runners on the corners, and the Cougars have their first hit of the afternoon. Batting fifth is the shortstop, number 5, Madeline Parker. .233 batting average for Parker. 24 hits, 9 have been for extra bases, 3 doubles, 6 home runs. She's driven in 19 so far this season. Ground ball. Rutledge makes it look easy. Routine ball to close out the inning. And Holloway gets out of a tiny jam in the first as the Cougars leave runners on the corners. We will be back for the bottom of the first. Hurricanes head to the dugout, grab the sticks for the first time and this afternoon. When we return, you're watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball and here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. We're good. So Corbin will actually be the one to come in. A little switcheroo here in the early going, as often can be the case with certain softball setup and programs. We'll go with Hannah Rose Corbin instead as your starting pitcher here. Leading things off for the Lady Hurricanes this afternoon, left fielder number 1, J.C. Johns. J.C. Johns will be the pitcher. It's a couple of flown high from Corbin here, the onset of this ball game. Corbin, the ace of the, ace of the staff. By far the team leader in appearances and starts, as this is start number 20. There's 2 ladies that have 10 starts apiece behind her, but 20th start of the season for Hannah Rose Corbin. She's got 15 complete games so far. 131 1/3 innings pitched, 118 hits, 61 earned runs, 85 walks to 144 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .236 against Corbin this season. And a leadoff walk for J.C. Johns. Batting second for the Hurricanes, your shortstop, number 7, Lacey Rutledge. (13-8) record as we finish up the stat line on Corbin. 13-8 record, 3.25 earned run average. That one down the chute for a strike. J.C. Johns over at first. Johns, that was walk number 24 of the season. She leads the team in that category. Has 9 stolen bases this season. Does Johns. Rutledge pulls back in time and evens up the count at 1-1. Two balls and a strike now. Runner in scoring position for the Hurricanes here in the early going. Big cut, swing and a miss, evens it up at 2-2. High, chased the high heat on that one. Doesn't chase that one, that goes in the dirt, so again, super early, but Holloway working inside out. Corbin mixing a few speeds here in the early going up and down in the zone. This one a high fly ball to right field, back, gone! Lacey Rutledge with a Royale with cheese. It's not going to get any easier for Corbin. Batting third, second baseman number 19, Zoe Willis. As the meat of the order comes up for the Hurricanes here. That fastball snaps the mitt but does not get the strike, apparently a little bit high. Couple of close pitches, but no can do here for Corbin. As his pitches haven't been missing by much, but just a little bit out. That one's in there for a strike. The umpire's liking. 3 balls and a strike now to Willis as she got a good look at one there. Wind up and the pitch. Took a hack way behind on that heat. Corbin blows that one past Zoe. And the count will run full, but at least she got a look at one there. We'll see if she can make the timing adjustment and try to get up to speed there with the heat coming from Corbin. Oof. Another walk. Second walk of the inning. In the cleanup spot, third baseman number 0, Caitlin Wood. Ground ball. Took a funny hop to the shortstop. She's only play is going to get the lead runner at second. Third baseman just out of her reach, and then it kind of kicked a little bit left. Third baseman made the play. And the Cougars have their first out of the afternoon. Batting fifth, center fielder number 32, Haley Panett. There's a look at the defensive alignment behind Corbin. For Lacey Rutledge, that was her third home run of the spring. RBIs number 21, 22 for Rutledge, who had a .351 batting average coming in. The freshman delivers here in the first. That one taken for a strike. Panett, .239 batting average, 27 hits, 13 have been for extra bases. She has 9 doubles, 4 home runs, and has 17 driven in. 1-2 pitch from Corbin. Evens it up at 2-2. 19 walks to 22 strikeouts for Panett. She is the queen of the sacrifice bunt. She has 11 sacrifice hits this season. Won't be sacrificing here. Ground ball over to second. The only play is the lead runner at short. And there's 2 away. Panett now the runner down at first base. Batting sixth, first baseman number 13, Izzy Marcotte. 2 away for Marcotte. .289 batting average. She's starting to cool off a little bit. She had a very hot streak there that had her over 300. Try to work out of that today if she can. get that batting average back up near the 300 mark. 289. Marcotte has 17 of her 35 hits have been for extra bases, and it's all over the place. 9 doubles, 2 triples, 6 home runs, 31 runs driven in. Took a little bit something off of that one, and a very good pitch from Corbin. Had Marcotte off balance on that off-speed pitch. So a 2-1 account. Still good to get a good look here. Line shot to the first baseman to close out the inning. Let's take a look. A couple of highlights for you first. We take a look at the 2-run blast from Lacey Rutledge here on a GSW Instant Replay. Just beyond the wall in right. And then just from a different vantage point, so you can see that last out of the inning, a nice play by the first baseman on a bullet to first. Take a look at that inning-ending play, the line drive to first. Nice glove, nice stop. Whew. Perhaps robbing the Hurricanes of extra bases there in the first. Nice defensive play by Bayer. Yeah, there we go. Miss Bayer over at first base today for Columbus State rather. Oh, I guess we played it twice. I'm sorry, there we go. Leading off the second inning for Columbus State, shortstop number 5, Madeline Parker. Yeah, we'll go to the second inning. There we go. Holloway opens it up with a strike. What's that? Oh, still hasn't refreshed. My bad. My Elston, the batter, will correct that. I'm sorry, my live stats didn't refresh on me. Correction, the batter is the second baseman, number 10, Morgan Elston. See if I can get my live feed stream to refresh here on me. There we go. Oof, getting that call. Little something off of it, low. And the outer edge of the plate for a strike. So Holloway out in front here in the top of the second. Elston a dangerous hitter as well for the Cougars. .288 batting average, but she leads the team with 12 home runs. And a strikeout for Holloway. Delayed call, but we will take it. Batting seventh for Columbus State, third baseman number 22, Laura Harris. Already getting the business from Columbus State. You can hear discussing things with the umpire at home. In there for a strike. So Holloway, this is her 14th start, her 26th appearance overall, as I was telling your stat line in the first inning a little bit before we ran out of time. She has 2 shutouts to her credit, 5 complete games. Nice glove as well. There she runs it over and tosses it on to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars here in the second. Batting 8th, the left fielder, number 11, Lindsey Patton. '88 1/3 innings for Holloway, 87 hits, 40 earned runs, 30 walks to 74 strikeouts. This one's going to get through for a base hit up the middle. 30 walks, 74 strikeouts. Opponents are batting .248 against Holloway this season. She has a 12-6 record and a 3.17 earned run average. Second hit of the ball game. Batting 9th, right fielder number 16, Caitlin Cooper. 2-out single by the Cougars. Gives them a runner aboard. Wow. Definitely favoring a lower pitch versus a pitch up in the zone. So as long as we'll stay consistent with that, I think we'll be okay. That one had that awkward silence after everyone popped up left field line. Foul by about 2 or 3 feet just to the left of the foul line. And it dropped in, but foul. It was interesting. Between that last call and the one where he rang up the strikeout, it's almost like the movie Major League, where the crowd is just waiting to see what the umpire is going to call when Leslie Nielsen was behind home plate. And one was a strike, one was a ball, so there you go. Count evens up at 1-1 with that pop foul. This one fouled off as well. He does have the gray hair, but Leslie Nielsen no longer with us. A ball and 2 strikes. This one popped up foul. Wood made it, took off like she thought she had a play at it, but it went out of play just beyond the GSW dugout on the left third base side, rather. So we'll keep it at 1-2. Look at the runner over at first. Patton down at first base for the Cougars. One-two pitch. 2-2. Defense pretty much straight away here for the number 9 hitter in the lineup. Yes. And that will be another strikeout for Holloway, her second of the inning. Froze her on the inside edge for the strikeout. We'll take a look at that one as we wait for it to go through. Couple of strikeouts in the inning for Holloway. Two strikeouts in the inning. Here's the first as we take a look back at what we just saw a couple minutes ago. First strikeout of the inning. That was strikeout number 1. And then, of course, Holloway closed out the frame with this pitch right here. It says she offered on that one, I guess. Bottom of the second inning for the Hurricanes coming up here to bat. Leading off the home half of the second inning, the catcher, number 28, Morgan Mullen. Morgan Mullen, 274 batting average for the Hurricanes catcher. She has 26 hits, 10 have been for extra bases, 9 doubles, and a home run so far this season. At this next half inning, we'll flash up the team comparison for those of you that didn't see it in the pregame graphic, but very evenly matched ball clubs here. Behind the Corbin Heat on that one was Mullen, but she'll still out in front 2-1. Count will leave it up at 2-2. And a strikeout for Corbin. Now batting designated player number 25, Ashlyn Rogers. First strikeout of the game for Hannah Rose Corbin. And the Hurricanes DP steps in. We'll take a strike. Good pitch from Corbin. Lady Hurricanes been behind on the fastball. However, one batter was able to catch up with it, and when you do, get it up in the air, and it'll go a ways. This one's just going to be a fly ball to right, however. Routine play. Catch made in right by Cooper for the Cougars. And there's 2 outs. Right fielder number 22, Kimmy Singer. It's just Singer that one's got to be a strike. Yes, indeed. Singer a small strike zone. But Kimmy, not your typical 9-hole hitter, 311 batting average for Singer, who has started 38 games for the Hurricanes and found her spot in right field. 2 balls and a strike for Singer. 311 batting average puts her 4th on the team in that category. Singer has 38 hits. 35 of the 38 have been singles. She's got 2 doubles and a triple. 19 walks. 13 strikeouts. And Corbin gets her second strikeout of the inning. As I mentioned, we'll take a look at how these two teams stacked up coming into play today, as we'll leave it here for the break. We're going to mute the mic for just a second. We'll be back for the third inning from Lady Canes Field, when we return here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. Back for the third inning. Well, that one hasn't been a strike throughout here for either side. As we head to the third. Leading off the third inning, center fielder Caitlin Kennedy. One count to Kennedy. 0 for 1. Kennedy, a sophomore out of Loganville, Georgia. Loganville High School. Three and one. Kennedy, a .329 batting average, is second on the team. She has 46 hits, which leads the squad. 4 doubles, a triple, a home run. Only 9 walks and only 16 strikeouts. So she puts the ball typically in play, but she, as she did here, bounces up and over Holloway this time. Holloway made a catch earlier in the ball game, a different batter, but this time a little out of her reach for a base hit. Third hit of the afternoon for Columbus State. Designated player, or excuse me, the pitcher, Hannah Rose Corbin. So top of the order to start the inning. So only going to get more dicey for Holloway here in the third as she makes her way through the top half of the order for the second time in the ballgame. That one's in there for a strike. Kennedy over at first has good speed, second on the team with 13 stolen bases. She's only been thrown out once so far this year. We'll see if they'll test Mullen. Hannah Rose Corbin is a junior out of Clanton, Alabama, Jemison High School. 2-1 pitch. Oof. Not a lot of room for error as she nibbles at the outer part of the plate, and that was a good, man, that is a tight window that Holloway's working with to try to keep it away from the dangerous Corbin. Two balls, two strikes. Yeah, indeed. Inside edge, another one there for Holloway, her third strikeout of the game. Catcher, Paige Vincent. One out in the inning. Vincent 0 for 1, getting her second look here at Holloway. Quick look at that strikeout to Corbin just a few moments ago. For out number one of the inning. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball just to the left of Caitlin Wood's diving attempt. And it'll go to 1-2. No arguments from the head coach over at third. Wanted the call, but didn't argue when it was a foul, hoping that we get it, but this will be a bouncer back to Holloway. The underhand scoop for out number 2. Runner does advance down to second. There's 2 outs now in the inning. Cleanup hitter in the box for Columbus State now. Time called. The batter's the first baseman, Kenzie Bayer. Bayer has one of the Cougars' 3 hits in the ball game. Very particular about where we're going to Miss Bayer. Sophomore gets the 4-pitch walk. Second walk of the afternoon for Holloway. So the Southern Union State Community College transfer, Kenzie Bayer, goes down to first. That'll bring up shortstop Madeline Parker. Back up the middle, the throw to the plate off the mark. One run is in. They thought about sending the second, but they'll hold her over at. We'll take a look at that one. As the Cougars get their first run of the game in. Quick meeting in the circle will allow us to show you a replay of that hit since we had it on the other camera angle. We aim to be even here with that. Base hit from our home plate cam. That's how it happened, right back up the middle. So an RBI single, advancing on the throw home. Fourth hit of the game, one run in. Second baseman, Morgan Elston. The Cougars have cut the lead in half and in danger, or in threatening to do a little bit more than that. 2 outs in the inning yet. Holloway can still exit with the lead here if she can find a way to get the second baseman out of this one. Fouled off. Elston struck out her first time up against Holloway this afternoon and finds herself in an 0-2 hole. So that must be a thing. When you have 2 strikes, you squared a bunt. That's a thing, yep. So, yep. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, fouled off. Holloway trying to get out of this pickle. Hits her. She has time to regroup. The throw's off the mark. 2 runs will score. Holloway had a chance. Rushed the throw to first, and the runner is safe. And the Cougars have taken the lead. Oh, that close. That close, but not quite to getting out of it. Columbus State, a 3-run frame here in the third, have taken the lead, their first lead of the afternoon. Assistant coach and pitching coach Madison Reagan heads back to the dugout now as try to settle down Holloway as she'll face the third baseman. Now batting for Columbus State, third baseman Laura Harris. Oops. Fly out to right field. We'll capture that one and put back as we were still on the other cam. This is how it looked from the home plate cam. Final out of the inning, but Columbus State has taken the lead. Here's a look at the final play. The last just happened a moment ago. On the run, but Singer makes the grab in right field for the out. Bottom of the third inning coming up. We'll be back in a moment. Every Thursday is a Gold Force Thursday, as we switched our era around there. Every Thursday is a Gold Force Thursday. No matter where you're at, show your GSW pride and proudly throw on that gold gear. Of course, you can go to the GSW bookstore if you need to get your official GSW swag, as they say. Every Thursday, Gold Force Thursday. Be a part of it and help send our student athletes into with a gust of support as they head into the weekend battle. Popped up left field there for the grab and the out. As we get to Lacey Rutledge, who has the only hit of the ball game, and it was a 2-run home run back in the first. Now batting the shortstop, Lacey Rutledge. Rutledge, a freshman out of Monticello, Georgia. Takes strike two. The freshman transfer from Georgia Highlands College. Oof. Just outside, drifts out. Good pitch from Corbin. Rutledge lays off of it, holds back, and she'll get a good look at a 2-2 coming up here in just a moment. Georgia Southwestern scored their 2 runs in the first inning off that home run from Rutledge. Columbus State pushed their 3 across just moments ago here in the third. Rutledge has worked the count full. Slow roller, good speed, not going to get her. That'll be inside, beat that one out. Throw was off the bag, or first baseman had come off the bag. And Rutledge will get credit for an infield single. The batter's the second baseman, Zoe Willis. Strike. They threw down to first, but Rutledge back no problem. Come on, Zoe, outside. Oof, really snapped that one in there. That one was humming. 2 balls and a strike. Defensively behind Corbin. 3-1. Not much of a surprise. Play in Willis pretty deep. A couple of steps in front of the warning track all the way around. 3-1. That one is going to drop in the gap in right center field. Here comes Rutledge. They're going to send her home. The throw is going to be off the top of the glove. A RBI double for Zoe Willis. And this ball game is tied. Third baseman, Caitlin Wood. So a 1-out RBI double, and Zoe Willis comes through. First pitch to Wood for a strike. Ooh, couldn't chase that one upstairs, or catch that one upstairs, rather. The high heat from Corbin. Wood chased, and now in an 0-2 hole. Maybe a step in from where they were at with Willis are the outfielders at this point. Third strikeout of the afternoon for Hannah Rose Corbin. Center fielder Haley Panett. Man, that would be a tough pitch to hit. Great location. Runner in scoring position for GSW. Now she'll work the outside for a strike. In and out from Corbin. And she's got Panett in an 0-2 hole. Roller to second, underhand toss in time for the final out of the inning. Take a look at that. Take a look at the RBI double from Zoe Willis that tied the game up. As we head to the break. Inside out swing, went with it over into right field, and it had some smoke on it, got to the wall. Thought there might be a chance for a play at the plate, but the cutoff throw a little bit high, and Rutledge comes in easy to tie this one up. We'll be back in a moment. PBC Sports Network. Back for the fourth inning here at Lady Canes Field, rather. Get that straight. Caitlin Wood with a nice play over to first. Right fielder, Caitlin Cooper. Take a look at that play from Caitlin Wood. Count evens up at 1-1 now. Number 9 hitter in the lineup for Columbus State here with one away in the fourth. Two balls, two strikes. A little bit tighter. I know the crowd wanted that call, but that one was a little bit tighter than the one she got a few moments ago. And based on where his zone's been, perhaps a little bit high as well. So that one was not quite where that other pitch was earlier in the at-bat. Counts full. Ground ball through the hole on the left side and into left field for a base hit. Fifth hit of the ball game for Columbus State. A one-out single from Cooper. And now Holloway is going to go back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order for Columbus State and center fielder Caitlin Kennedy. Cooper over at first. The sophomore out of Cumming, Georgia, West Forsyth High School with that hit. Cooper, 6 stolen bases this season. She's been successful on all 6 attempts. This one, bunted foul. A ball and a strike. The defense behind Holloway here. And a 1-1 pitch coming up. Low for a ball, 2-1. Hannah Holloway, GSW's starting pitcher today, is a sophomore out of Pine Island, Florida. Hannah went to Mariner High School. 2 balls and a strike now. That one slapped down the line. It's going to go, started fair, rolled into foul territory. Johns is quickly on it, but a stand-up double for the Cougars center fielder. And 1 out in the 4th. And Holloway is going to have to tread water through some dangerous Cougar hitters here between Corbin, 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup, all with 1 out in the inning. For second baseman Zoe Willis with some words of encouragement. Try to get Holloway through this stretch of the order here. Ooh, it's the outside part of the plate. The pitcher, Hannah Rose Corbin. That one tailing away from Corbin. Gets a piece of it. She'll run into an 0-2 hole now. Outside, 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 outside for a ball. Columbus State 3 runs, 6 hits. Georgia Southwestern 3 runs, 3 hits. Rutledge will only have to go the option to go to first as that one bounced up onto her chest and she was able to recover in time to get Corbin over at first. Run scores, however, and an RBI for the Cougars pitcher. Catcher, Paige Vincent. popped up. This is going to get out of play, however, just beyond the Cougars dugout on the first base side. Just cleared the fence, quickly got there. Well, another favorable count for Holloway. Oh, 2 pitch. That one pulled foul, a couple feet to the left of the chalk. Three walks and 2 strikeouts so far for Holloway in the game. Ground ball, Rutledge has it on to first. No further damage, and the Hurricanes will get the chance to head back to the dugout and try to regain a tie ball game as Columbus State answers GSW's run with a run of their own to regain the lead. 4-3. We'll be back here in a moment on the PBC Sports Network.
Try an Immune Builder smoothie. With 800% of your daily vitamin C, it's just what you need to rule the day.
First pitch to Marcotte. In there for a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes as Corbin takes a little something off on that pitch to even it up. Izzy Marcotte, freshman out of Wichita, Kansas. She also transferred from Georgia Highlands College. Comes in tight for a ball, 3-2. Marcotte earned PBC Freshman of the Week honors earlier this season. Hurricanes have had 2 players get that distinction this season. A couple weeks back, Reagan Lee, a Georgia Southwestern pitcher who we'll see this weekend, also earned Freshman of the Week honors. So some good young talent in for head coach Nikki Levering in her 5th season. And Corbin gets herself another strikeout. Her 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Now batting against the catcher, Morgan Mullen. Mullen struck out her first time up against Corbin this afternoon. She'll foul this one off. In a 1-2 hole now. This one is going to drop into left field for a base hit. And the Hurricanes catcher delivers a 1-out single. Designated player, Ashlyn Rogers. Rogers 0 for 1. And she finds herself in an 0-2 hole here. Hurricanes came in as a team with a .299 batting average. That just dipped below 300 for the first time in quite a while. .299 batting average for GSW, .258 batting average for Columbus State. Coming into play, good power on both sides. 36 home runs for the Hurricanes before the day started. 36 to 34 for Columbus State in that category. 34 for the Cougars. A ball and 2 strikes to the GSW designated player, Ashlyn Rogers, freshman out of Madison, Florida. Rogers, a freshman out of Madison, Florida. Osceola, I hope I said that correctly, Osceola Christian Academy. Strikeout number 5 of the afternoon for the Cougars pitcher. Right fielder, Kimmy Singer. Singer struck out her first time this afternoon against Corbin. Getting a second look at the Cougar hurler here. Fouls this one off, and now in a dangerous 0-2 hole. Mullen over at first. Defense obviously playing in for the slap hitter Singer. Good hole in left center field if she could get a little oomph into one. Look at that. Shortstop, third, almost on top of each other. Won't matter as Singer swings through that one, her second strikeout of the afternoon and the 6th for the pitcher, Hannah Rose Corbin. We go to the 5th here from Lady Canes Field. Game 1 of our afternoon doubleheader and our weekend 3-game set between Columbus State and Georgia Southwestern here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. We will be back in a moment. Leading off the 5th inning for Columbus State, first baseman Kenzie Bayer. All right, Holloway. She's been out in front 0-2, it seems like, or whether it's 0-2, 1-2, she's been out in front of a lot of the Cougar batters, but just over the last couple innings has had a little bit of a trouble putting them away as the Cougars have got to her, but not this time. A strikeout for Holloway, her 4th of the ball game. Shortstop, Madeline Parker. This time, Holloway will have to work from behind. Parker's 1 for 2. She's driven in a run here this afternoon. 2-2. Outside edge again. Madeline Parker, a junior out of Thomasville, Georgia. Went to Thomas County Central High School. So down here in Southwest Georgia. Singer coming in, will make the play in right field. And there's 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for Holloway and the Hurricanes defense here in the 5th. Second baseman, Morgan Elston. Elston is 0 for 2. She's been struck out once here this afternoon. She'll swing through that first pitch from Holloway. Elston is a junior out of Locust Grove, Georgia, and Locust Grove High School. Another 0-2 count in Holloway's favor. Held off as that one drifts off the plate. The count goes to 1-2. Columbus State 20-20 overall. The Cougars are 20-20. They're 9 and both teams are 9-6 in Peach Belt Conference play. Georgia Southwestern 26-16 overall for Coach Levering and the Lady Hurricanes. Perhaps a little bit low, maybe inside as well. GSW atop the Peach Belt Conference rankings in several individual categories. We'll run those down here for you in a moment. First, the 2-2 pitch to come up to Elston. That one is going to one hop into the glove. Diving effort by Panette. She does a good job just to kind of muff it down to the ground. And a 2-out single from Elston. Hit number 7 of the game for Columbus State. Third baseman, Laura Harris. Oops, wrong way, strike. Harris, another Georgia product, a sophomore out of Powder Springs, Georgia, and Hillgrove High School. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Harris 0 for 2 in the game. Throw down to first. Oh my. Caught her napping over at first base. We're going to have to take a look at this one since we switched the camera over on a bang bang play. Let's see what happened there. Take a look at the replay from just a moment ago on the pickoff attempt. Morgan Mullen with a great throw down to first. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Morgan Mullen, great throw, good tag from Marcotte. And they get her down at first. Bottom of the 5th coming up. We'll be back in a moment. PBC Sports Network.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
Back to the top of the order for the Hurricanes. Against Corbin, J.C. Johns to lead things off. Corbin 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Hurricanes with 4 hits in the ball game. Okay. Shortstop Lacey Rutledge. Couple of balls just off the mark from Corbin to Rutledge. Rutledge 2 for 2 with 2 runs driven in. That one dips apparently a little bit low, so a 3-0 count now to Rutledge. Well, that'd be all right. She'll find another way to get on base. We'll take it. Let's get the tying run aboard one way, shape, or form. We'll see what Corbin does with the 3-0. Drifts outside, ball 4. Third walk of the game for Corbin. Now batting your second baseman, Zoe Willis. Willis 1 for 2. Good pitch inside. That's inside has been getting the calls, but that one a little bit tight on Zoe. Evens up the count at 1-1. Willis is actually 1 for 1 in the game. She walked her first time up and had an RBI double in her last plate appearance. Tough pitch inside. Willis can do nothing on that one. Good location and speed. 2 strikes now on the Hurricanes' second baseman. A battle of 2 of the only 2 from the Peach Belt named to the top 50 list, watch list. This one caught in center field on the run. Hung up long enough. Long enough for Kennedy to track it down and make the grab. There's 2 outs. Decent line drive, but to the wrong part of the field. Covered by Kennedy, and there's 2 away. Third baseman, Caitlin Wood. Caitlin Wood has for 2 in this game. Wood leads the team with multiple hits, pulled foul. Best batting average on the team over the last 10 games. And Caitlin Wood with 16 multi-hit games, including 5 games this year where she's gone for 3 hits. Team leader in multiple hit games, team leader in multiple RBI games. This one fouled off. And she's down 1-2. Again, she's 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far this afternoon, but still a dangerous hitter is Wood, the junior out of Crawfordville, Florida, and North Florida Christian, a Peach Belt Conference Player of the Week earlier this season. They'll appeal. They'll say she did not go around. First base ump says no. She held her swing, and so we'll just have a 2-2 pitch coming up. Runner at first again is Rutledge. Good speed over at first. She was able to score on a Zoe Willis double earlier in the game. Was Rutledge over from first base. 3-2. North Florida Christian, where Wood played her prep ball. Payoff pitch. Holds off and gets the walk. Laid off of that one and draws the free pass. Well, the tying run is at second base now. Center fielder, Haley Panett. Big cut, swing and a miss from Panett. Panett's 0 for 2 against Corbin this afternoon. Rutledge, the runner, down at second base for GSW. Same pitch, same result. Swing and a miss from Panett. She likes that location and cannot catch up with Corbin yet so far in this at-bat. We'll see where she goes with the 0-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 3. And that'll do it. Hurricanes leave 2 on in the 5th. We'll head to the 6th from Lady Canes Field. I'll look at your line score as we get settled in for the home stretch. 2 more innings to go in regulation. We'll be back in a moment here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. So Laura Harris will step back in as she was at the plate when they Picked off the runner at first to close out the last inning. Squares to bunt. You saw the commercial just a moment ago, a chance to win $25,000 in our third annual Hailstorm. We'll give you more information here as we get going. Another chopper up the middle. Rutledge onto first. Throws not in time. Take a look at that one again. The batter's the left fielder, Lindsey Patton. Patton 1 for 2 in the game. Swings through that one for a strike. Holloway in search of her 5th strikeout of the afternoon. 1-2 pitch, low, evens it up at 2-2. Count will remain 2-2 as that one's fouled down the third base line. Fly ball left field. J.C. Johns has it. And there's one away. Fans, don't forget to follow the Hurricanes all season long on social media. You see several of the platforms there for you. The ones in gold are GSW Athletic Department accounts, or GSW Athletics on Twitter and YouTube. GSW Hurricanes on Facebook and Instagram, and the ones in white can follow the softball team directly as they have accounts on all 3 of those platforms as well. You see the accounts there for Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. One ball, no strikes. So for Harris, that'll be her 18th stolen base of the season. She leads the team in that category. It had been only thrown out once all season. Now 18 for 19 on stolen base attempts. Fouled off. Count evens up at 2-2. Cooper 1 for 2. 1 for 2 with a strikeout. She has scored a run as well for the ladies in red here this afternoon. Willis sticks with it as she bobbles it a little bit. She gets down into the dirt and manages to make the play still and get the runner in time for the second out of the inning. Now Cooper will head on down to, or Harris rather, will head on down to third base. And we head back to the top of the order now. Kennedy 2 for 3 in the ball game. Chance to drive in a run here and extend the lead for the Cougars. Foul. The batter is center fielder Caitlin Kennedy. Drifts outside for a ball. At least a base hit. She's going to try for 2, going to make it safely, a double. RBI double, and Kennedy's having a great afternoon. Pitcher Hannah Rose Corbin. In the dirt. Runner's going to go on a wild pitch. Corbin is 0 for 2. For 2 with a walk. She did drive in a run. Look at big cut, swing and a miss through that one is Corbin. So Kennedy over at third after the wild pitch. That's how they'll play defensively against Corbin. Swing and a miss. Holloway gets her 5th strikeout and strands the runner over at third base. Starting to run out of time here for Lady Hurricanes as Columbus State adds a run to their lead. They are up at front by 2. Take a look at that inning-ending strikeout from Hannah Holloway. Get that queued up for you. Strikeout pitch from Holloway to close out the inning. Mentioned the hailstorm, just that last commercial break. Still time. Oh, we're less than 3 weeks, or about 3 weeks away from a chance to win $25,000. We hope you could come to Americus that night and be a part of the hailstorm fun. Helicopter drops 2,000 golf balls from above to a flag stick below. Closest to the flag stick is going to win. It's not just a $25,000 prize. We've got a $5,000 prize, a number of $1,000 prizes, and the farthest away from the flag stick also takes home $1,000. Not only were the food provided by the Canterbury Kitchen, but you got complimentary drinks all night long from local businesses. Wolf Creek Plantation, partners of ours, as well as 13th Colony Distilleries. Again, I mentioned it's Friday, May 6th, so mark your calendars, get your golf ball ahead of time. You can sign up right here, right now. Open another window in your browser and go to gswcanes.com/hailstorm. Get your golf ball or more if you'd like. Today, gswcanes.com/hailstorm. Leading off the home half of the 6th inning is your first baseman, Izzy Marcotte. Two strikes to Marcotte. And for those that are curious, you don't have to be present to win the big money. So if you can't make it to Americus, you're out of town, you're watching somewhere around the world, you can still get your golf ball, get it in the helicopter, have a chance to win the prize money, and we'll mail you the check. You do not have to be present to win. Sign up today, gswcanes.com/hailstorm for more information and to have access to the online purchase form. It's a great night out for $100. You can't beat it. Unlimited food, drinks, live music, and a chance to win a big prize. Cash prize, that is, gswcanes.com/hailstorm. So Izzy Marcotte's doing a good piece of work to stay alive in this at bat as she quickly fell behind 0-2. She'll get a piece of that one. Corbin approaching 110 pitches in the ball game. Marcotte forcing her to throw a few extra. So you have 2 balls, 2 strikes. I thought there was a ball in there somewhere. 2-2. As we get the signal from home plate umpire. Pulled foul. 8 strikeouts, 4 walks for the Cougars starting pitcher so far in the ball game. Well, if there was a way to get on, that would be outstanding considering 0-2. Had to foul off a number of pitches just to stay alive. She's worked the count back full now against Corbin. Here, leadoff batter. Hurricanes definitely need some runners, trailing by 2 in the 6th. Hurricane catcher Morgan Mullen. Not quite on the, oh. That one drifts out there, but that's been a strike all day. Corbin takes a little bit something off on that one. Definitely got to protect outside, and it's been that way all afternoon. So she'll have to foul that one off to get a look at another pitch. Corbin at 116 on our pitch count here. Morgan Mullen, the GSW catcher, is a sophomore out of Warwick, Maryland. Bohemia Manor is where she went to high school. She waits on it, ground ball from her knees, pops up, throws on to first, and has time to make the play. So a good defensive play made by Harris over at third to get Mullen for out number 2. Designated player Ashlyn Rogers. And time called. Georgia Southwestern 13-4 record at home this spring. Columbus State is 6-8 on the road as they look to creep closer to that 500 mark. Rogers, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. You'll have Kimmy Singer on deck for GSW. Two-0 pitch. Popped up foul. Popped up, running, gonna get out of play, run out of room, is what I meant to say. Good pursuit by actually 3 Cougar fielders. The left fielder, shortstop, third baseman, all trying to converge on that one, but it just drifts over the fence. And we'll keep it at 2-2. Likes the outside part of the plate, but even that one just a little bit too far out for the strikeout punch out there. Count will run full to Rogers. Rogers is 0. He has struck out once in the ball game. She'll get another look. Two-out payoff pitch. Another look at it. And ball 4 to Corbin. Or excuse me, to Rogers rather. So she finds a way to get on base. A good at bat, hung tough. Hurricanes will have the tying run at the plate. They'll do a pinch runner for Rogers over at first. Oh, going to actually have a pinch hitter. I guess Rogers is going to stay down there at first. Your attention, fans, a pinch hitter for the Hurricanes. Now at the plate, number 31, Chloe Sneed. So Chloe Sneed will get the call to try to do some damage against Corbin. That's a tough ask coming to see Corbin off the bench, but Coach Levering with faith that Sneed can maybe tie it up with one swing. One thing that Singer probably wasn't going to be able to do for her, and now she'll go to Chloe Sneed, the sophomore out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, Collins Hill High School. Sneed this season does have a .289 batting average, 1 double. Sometimes you think those are calls coming from the ump. It's actually the Columbus State folks that are trying to make the umpire strikeout sound. So we got to wait to see what the signal is versus the actual sound associated with it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to help make the call for him. Sneed's fighting to stay in this one. Can't do it. Strikeout for Corbin. Strikeout number 10 of the afternoon for the Columbus State pitcher. We head to the 7th. The Hurricanes trailing. 5-3. We will be back in a moment here on the PBC Sports Network.
I know belts and hoses, not X and O's. I do O2 sensors, but not defenses. Yeah, I make a right call to keep your car in the game. Don't even need a playbook, it's all in my brain. Fuel injectors, alternators, radiators too. It's who I am, it's what I do. Never know how. Never know how.
Leading off the 7th inning for Columbus State, catcher Paige Vincent. Paige Vincent. Oh, our center cam battery has gone kaput. So we'll keep it here. Caitlin Wood over to first for a bang-bang play and a quick 1 out in the inning. First baseman Kenzie Bayer. Hit to right field. Singer's got a beat on it, and she'll make the out. So 2 up, 2 down for the Cougars in the 7th. Shortstop, Madeline Parker. Two 2-0 to Parker. She's 1 for 3. Drove in a run earlier in the ball game. Oops. Zoe slides to her left and makes the out for a quick 1-2-3 inning. We will be back in a moment here for the bottom half of the 7th. Lady Canes Field, some work to do. Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.
They say college is the best time of your life. But what about what comes next? At Georgia Southwestern State University, you're not just here for the clubs, or the campus, or the dining hall. You're here for small class sizes, affordable programs, and real-world experience. When you come to GSW, you're not just here for college. You're here for your tomorrow. Georgia Southwestern State University. Take tomorrow by storm. Start your journey at gsw.edu.
Leading off the home half of the 7th inning, we go back to the top of the order, and left fielder, J.C. Johns.
Well, at least it's set up as best as you can do. You need runs, you're at the top of the order. J.C. Johns steps in. Johns is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. She was walked once. Oop, just foul. Probably about 4 or 5 feet as that one sliced away from the line. Well, you can't find a way to get on here and give yourself a chance, J.C. Johns. 2 balls and a strike. Let's see where Corbin goes with this offering. Slapped foul. Out of play, 2-2. Two hits for Rutledge, who's up next. One from Willis, who's in the hole, and then Morgan Mullen has the other one. Those are the Hurricanes' 4 hits in the ball game. Mullen, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. So those that have had some success against Corbin are coming up. 2-2. This infield creeping in. Upstairs, 3-2. Another strikeout for Corbin. Lacey Rutledge, the batter. Corbin with 11 strikeouts. Just have to protect outside, even if it looks like it's out too far out. It's easier said than done. But that zone has drifted outside all afternoon. For both sides, so you can't be surprised. Easier said than done. Corbin, 11 strikeouts, 5 walks, trying to close it out. The batter's the Hurricane shortstop, Lacey Rutledge. Rutledge, the freshman, again, 2 for 2 in the game with a walk. Two and two. Back up the middle. Shortstop has it. Throw to first. Scooped up on the hop. Nice play over at first. Good glove work. Kenzie Bayer with the play. Hurricanes second baseman Zoe Willis. Willis 1 for 2 with a run driven in so far this afternoon. First pitch inside and tight to Willis. Two and 0. Three and 0. I guess our little buzzing friend left. 3 balls and a strike. Zoe Willis. Zoe, a sophomore out of Pine Mountain, Georgia, will draw the walk. Pine Mountain, Georgia, Harris County High School. Hurricane third baseman Caitlin Wood. Willis. 2 walks in the game for Zoe Willis. So Corbin will take her chances against Caitlin Wood, who fouls this one off. Wood comes in with a .396 batting average. She's got 10 home runs, 2 behind Zoe, who's at first base, 11 doubles. but she's 0 for 2 with a walk so far this afternoon. Off speed, gets the strike outside for strike number 2. Off-speed pitch from Corbin had Wood fooled on that one. Couldn't quite frame that one back in. That one a little bit outside and could not get the game-ending strikeout call. So Wood will get a look at a 2-2 pitch from Corbin. Two pitch, off speed upstairs for a ball, 3-2. Haley Panett is on deck. She is 0 for 3 with a strikeout against Corbin. If Caitlin can find a way to get on base here. Swing and a miss. Corbin takes care of business herself and gets the strikeout to close out the ball game. Her 12th of the game, over 150 pitches for Corbin. And she gets the hard-earned victory here in this one. And that'll do it for game number 1 of our afternoon doubleheader, Peach Belt Conference play. Columbus State gets the 5-3 victory here in our opening contest. For Columbus State, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors in the ball game. Georgia Southwestern, 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 Hurricane error. Winning pitcher will be Hannah Rose Corbin. Her record improves to 14-8 this season. Columbus State is now 21-20 overall. They are 10-6 in Peach Belt Conference play. Taking the loss for the Hurricanes will be Hannah Holloway. She falls to 12-7 overall this spring. Georgia Southwestern now is a team 26-17. Overall, the Hurricanes are 9-7 in Peach Belt Conference play. We'll take about a 20-25 minute break and be back for our nightcap. Game 2, 3-game series. This is game 2 of the set. Coming up in, again, about 20-25 minutes right back here. Make sure you visit the concession stand at this time. Get yourself a snack as you settle in for game 2 of our doubleheader between the Cougars and the Hurricanes. Concession stand window is located directly behind home plate here at Lady Canes Field. Again, if you were following along on the Live Stats broadcast, that will be a different link in game number 2 versus game number 1. So whatever you were on, website you were on, you'll have to back out to the scheduled portion and look for the second game of our series and click on the Live Stats for that link. Again, it is a different Live Stats for game 1 to game 2. Same video streaming website will work. Whether you're on YouTube and join one of our 1,400 subscribers today, click the subscribe button and get alerts whenever we go live at home on GSW Athletics, our YouTube channel, GSW Athletics. You can also find it on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network. We'll be back shortly for game number 2. Well, appreciate you tuning in. That's the verdict here from Lady Canes Field. We'll go off the air, be back in about 20-25 minutes for the nightcap. Thanks for tuning in. You've been watching Georgia Southwestern State University softball right here on the Peach Belt Conference Sports Network.